Today, I will talk about Shohei Ohtani's performance from 10 years ago, and the expectations for his new legend. The new unicorn, the curtain rises on a new Shohei Ohtani. In the game against the Padres at Petco Park on May 21, Japan time, Shohei Ohtani of the Dodgers performed as a two-way player, both pitching and hitting. In the top of the first inning, entering the batter's box as the leadoff hitter, he hit a brilliant home run into center field on the very first pitch. A high fastball from Randy Vasquez, marking his 8th home run of the season. It was truly spectacular. It was a magnificent hit. The team won the game 4-0. Shohei Ohtani earned his 4th win of the season. To deviate slightly from the main topic, previously, during his time in NPB, Shohei Ohtani belonged to the Hokkaido Nippon-Ham Fighters. At that time, they were locked in a fierce battle for the pennant against their arch-rivals in the same league, the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks. The SoftBank Hawks were incredibly dominant in the league back then, and the Fighters were behind them by a maximum of 11.5 games. It was a seemingly hopeless deficit. On July 3, 2016, Japan time, in a crucial match against their nemesis, the SoftBank Hawks, the Fighters manager at the time, Hideki Kuriyama, made an unprecedented move for that era. He inserted Shohei Ohtani into the lineup as the pitcher and the number 1 hitter. Shohei Ohtani entered the batter's box as the leadoff hitter in the first inning. And just 5 seconds after the game started, he hit a brilliant home run on the very first pitch. On the mound, he delivered a stellar performance, throwing 8 scoreless innings and allowing only 5 hits. The Fighters claimed a 2-0 victory, and that momentum carried the team all the way to the league championship, ultimately leading them to become the champions of Japan. Nearly 10 years have passed since that day. Shohei Ohtani showcased a performance identical to that of 10 years ago in this recent game against the Padres. The location and the opponent are different, but Shohei Ohtani started the game as a pitcher, and the number 1 hitter against a divisional rival. And as the very first hitter in the top of the first inning, he turned the first pitch into a home run. Following that, as a pitcher, he threw 5 scoreless innings, and the team secured the victory. This sequence of events perfectly mirrors the performance Shohei Ohtani displayed in NPB 10 years ago. This is not a mere coincidence, it is destiny. 10 years ago, fueled by Shohei Ohtani's incredible performance, the team overturned that massive 11.5 game deficit against the top-ranked SoftBank Hawks, and the Hokkaido Nippon-Ham Fighters achieved the monumental feat of becoming the champions of Japan. When we think about that, we cannot help but anticipate that something truly magnificent is going to happen this year. This time, Shohei Ohtani played as a two-way player against the Padres, hitting a leadoff home run in the first inning and delivering a brilliant 5-inning, scoreless performance on the mound. This made me feel that Shohei Ohtani is going to perform a massive miracle this year. And this recent two-way performance was the foreshadowing of it. Will it be winning both the Home Run King title and the Cy Young Award simultaneously? Or will a monumental record be born that completely defies our imagination? In any case, we absolutely cannot take our eyes off Shohei Ohtani this season. Shohei Ohtani has already set the stage for something big to happen. That is the breaking of Ichiro's consecutive game on-base record. Ichiro held the record with a 43-game consecutive on-base streak. But Shohei Ohtani surpassed that record and achieved an incredible 53-game consecutive on-base streak. In 2024, Shohei Ohtani achieved 59 stolen bases, breaking Ichiro's single-season record of 56 stolen bases. In that same year, Shohei Ohtani achieved the 50-50 club, a historic feat that etched his name forever into MLB history. When Shohei Ohtani surpasses Ichiro, something extraordinary happens in MLB. I have been talking about this on this program for a long time. This season, Shohei Ohtani has broken Ichiro's consecutive game on-base record. In addition, his two-way performance against the Padres seemed to perfectly mirror his NPB success from 10 years ago. This year, Shohei Ohtani might once again record a monumental achievement that carves a new history into MLB. Just as it has always been, we cannot take our eyes off Shohei Ohtani moving forward. Let us talk about Shohei Ohtani's batting. Recently on this program, we have focused on the fact that Shohei Ohtani's hits as a batter consist of many clean, beautiful line drives, much like Ichiro's, and we have discussed what his intention might be. On this program, we hypothesized that he is trying to increase his contact rate against pitchers' balls more than ever before. By increasing his contact rate, he aims to more reliably turn the opposing pitcher's mistakes into home runs. When I watched his leadoff home run against the Padres, and when I observed his subsequent at-bats, what I felt was that Shohei Ohtani is indeed utilizing specific techniques to maintain a high contact rate as a batter. Let us call it the new unicorn style. As a batter, Shohei Ohtani had been struggling with a prolonged slump. But in the batter's box, he is now eliminating unnecessary tension more than ever. In his case, his stance involves lifting his heel during the backswing. And that posture felt completely effortless and remarkably soft. In other words, it is a batting style aimed at a high contact rate, eliminating wasted force, increasing swing speed, and ensuring solid contact with the pitcher's ball. For difficult pitches on the very edge of the strike zone, he handles them using batting techniques reminiscent of Ichiro. And when a sweet pitch comes, he drives it out for a home run. I believe this is the completed form of the new unicorn, Shohei Ohtani, as a batter. Since he has only just begun this approach, there may still be unrefined parts. But I interpret that this new endeavor led directly to his 8th home run of the season. From now on, as he gains more experience in game situations as a batter, Shohei Ohtani's relaxed, effortless hitting method, this new batting style, will truly take shape. Once this new batting style is fully established, I have a feeling he will begin producing home runs at a pace we have never witnessed before. As I always say whenever Shohei Ohtani is the topic, when Shohei Ohtani steps into the batter's box, stand in the outfield bleachers with your glove ready. Eventually, his batted ball will find its way right into your glove. That is all for today. Thank you very much.